you've got a 10-second delay.
Kick me to start talking about Yogg too much.
No. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. This is session number 1 of the Adventure of the Weaker Rangers. You'll figure out why we've called them that in a little bit. But, yeah. So, 2024 is a brand new campaign for these guys in the world of Lysandria, which is amazing. I need to go and remove these guys from combat because they're not in combat technically. And yeah, I guess we'll get going eventually. My notes are entirely on my phone because I'm an idiot and didn't update my app on my laptop. I knew there was one thing I'd forgotten today, but hey ho. So, let me pull up what we're going to do. Because Smart Streamer planned all this out. So, we are just going to get straight off into it when I can get my music to stop. If I shut up. Right. So, that worked for me. Hey, there we go. Welcome to the world of Lysandria, where things are, or seem to be, very quiet, peaceful even. We join a group of adventurers as they enter the very, very quaint farming town of Hazel Gulch. Known for its bountiful wheat, the town's skyline is dominated by a towering windmill. A relic of the past that still serves as the heart of the town's grain production. Thatched buildings adorned with climbing ivy and vibrant flowers give the town its rustic charm, captivating all who visit. On market days, the town square is bustling with farmers, much like today. And other produce, selling wheat, other produce. Smell of fresh bread wafts through the air, and children can be seen playing near the windmill. In the distance, behind the town, you can see along the horizon a vast mountain range. The rolling hills disappearing to grey stone of snow-top mountains not too far. Our adventurers, returning after one of their party members has gone off and done a pilgrimage. They've been waiting, and they all enter the town square. So, we are going to go in order on my screen. So, Jaden, please introduce the character and give us any information that you have talked about in session 0.
And here comes the panicking. What did it take? An alphabetical hi thing, whatever. Hello. I'm Rookwood playing Jaden. They are about brain dead as I am right now. It's been a long week. They are a human, red hair. I'm really drawing a blank here. I'm so sorry, I've been.
That's fine.
Can we circle back to me legitimately?
Oh, fine. We'll go reverse order then.
Sorry.
Wukar, Packer. We'll start with you instead. And don't you dare pass the book, otherwise we'll just make someone roll d20s, and the lowest person will go first.
No, I'm good.
Right, there you go. please introduce your character. Packer.
I just know if his power's gone out.
Has his power gone out?
I don't know.
No, no.
Still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
Technical issues.
My name is Wu Kar. I am a Silver Dragonborn Ranger. I've been a skirmisher scout for various military units for the last 20 years. I am just recently joined this group. I retired for a short period of time and discovered that no, I still want to see more of the world. I am an expert at range combat and using a lot of animals. I'm a beastmaster. I like to use animals for scouting. I have DOG, who is my blink dog uh, partner. He mostly just carries half my gear so that I can have it with me without being overweight, and is my friend. I actually learned Sylvan so that I could talk to him without having to use a spell. And someday, hopefully, he can talk back. Um, I'm looking for adventure. I would like to do something along the lines of a traveling um, lawman, move town to town, handle whatever the issues are at that town, move on to the next town. I would love to get a license from the state or country for this. And that's really my character.
Okay, okay.
Veli. So Veli Nithram, to be more precise, is a human nobleborn ranger. Funnily enough, you're starting to see it. Um, Quite outgoing, and is the one that has recently gone on a pilgrimage, of which he left this kind of strange building or strange room with a kind of bronze drake by his side. And then that's me.
Thrumir.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Jackless. I play Fromir Ironheart, a hill dwarf that came from a long line of blacksmiths that originally got their last name rewarded as part of their ancestors' service to a royal family. When he discovered he discovered he has a talent for magic when he got his hand on a grimoire dropped by some scholar. He tried to hide it, but it turns out that his family was actually super supportive, and so does the entire village, which sometimes annoy him a little bit. And when they sent him off, they gave him the best material to craft his warhammer, which is also his spellcasting focus. And so, like with the blessings of the entire village, he is determined to be the best wizard that he can be.
Okay. Eleanor or Nora.
I'm Nyx. I play Nora. I'm a tiefling that was found abandoned, seemingly by her people as a child in the middle of the forest. I'm a ranger. I grew up among basically all the misfits of the world, so I don't really know much about my own people. And yeah, just kind of trying to figure out who I am and where I came from and see if I can find my clan and ran into these misfits, and now we're doing adventures together.
Lewis.
Hello. Shorthand name, just Fluffy, but I'm going to be playing as Lewis. He has a much longer name, but he doesn't say it too much. Lewis grew up in a relatively small town. He was fostered, and his adopted parents, well, raised him as well as they could. He was, I guess you could say, initiated into the local city watch, or basically a private investigator for the town there. And after managing to uncover some things and help the town deal with a situation that became a little bit too much out of control, he was brought into a order of the Paladins there, mainly the Oath of Watchers, to help protect the world from extra player things. So now he travels around and tries upholding the law where it is and, well, stopping what shouldn't be here in this plane.
Okay, okay, and Jaden.
Take two. Hello. I'm Jaden, just a human wanderer, I guess. Spend a lot of time going from town to town. I'm going to stop there before I start singing that song. Mostly just getting out to see the world. I talk a fair bit, even about myself, but have a tendency to say very little about it. On like quite literally half the party, I am not a ranger, but I'm still quite at home in the wilds. Yeah, don't have a lot more to add.
Okay, okay. So, we join you as you are entering the town for the first time. It's market day. Plenty of people are out and about in the streets, selling grain, selling bread, and other like resources that they've either farmed or gathered. There's a couple of people who are wearing like mining outfits, but they're few and far between as you like walk through the town. The windmill that the wind and the weather stays like fairly strong, and you would assume that the windmill would be spinning, but it's not. Could be that they've just disconnected the gears, and locked it in place. But it seems odd for a town that's very much into its grain and wheat processing to have it not functioning.
Are there any kids around?
There are a couple of kids playing.
Give out a little bit of candy to the kids. Ask, is today a special day?
No, not really. It's just a day.
Okay. Anything interesting going on?
I
We just came into town.
It's just market day. Mum and Dad are over there, and he points to a couple of male and a female human stood over by a stall with loaves of bread, different shapes and varieties, and some of them look like they've had herbs added to them. Some of them just look like they're like really, really hardy loaves. Some of them are very large as well, like business sized, so larger than what you'd buy just for your house. You'd buy it as like if you're going to sell it in part of the business, so like your taverns and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of wander over there and buy a piece of bread.
Oh, okay, okay. You walk over, and the male human looks at you and is like, "Ah, hello, sir. How can I help you?"
No, I was just talking to your son here a minute ago, and he said that you guys were here selling some bread. We're due into town, and I wanted to pick up a loaf or two.
Hello for two, aye. Right. Are you looking for a large loaf? Are you looking for a small loaf? Are you looking for long lasting? Are you looking for like different buns?
Or mal bread.
Do you have anything with nuts in it?
Some nuts. He
know
turns
I know
around
fruit
and
nuts.
starts. He turns around and he starts like rummaging through a hamper on the ground, and he pulls out two two loaves. If you want nuts, this is all I've got.
That's fine. I'll take them.
You'll take them. Ah, brilliant. First sale of the day.
Is there an inn in town where we can settle in?
Yes, there is. If you go and he points you through the town to which one is it? That one there. It's a fairly large square building. It's definitely larger than all the normal. Sorry, I dropped the dice. It's larger than all the housing around. Some of the housing's larger, but you'll notice that although it's larger, they've kind of changed its structure. So, like, part of it doubles as like a shop front, like an attached shop front. But yeah, they direct you to that building.
Okay. Look at the group. You want to go get settled in and see what there is to do?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's a town hall around.
Yeah, it's probably close to there.
Town hall, there isn't one.
I was just about to say to the group, I might well not be big enough for such a building.
I'm surprised.
So this is the next best place.
Yep. All right.
Onwards then.
Let's head over to the inn.
Takes you about 2 or 3 minutes to walk. It's literally across the other side of the market square. One side is the mill. The like the market square is kind of directly in front of the mill, and then leads around to like a manor house at the back.
Okay.
So kind of all this area up the top.
As we're going through, I'm keeping an eye out for anyone who might be selling candy or candied fruits.
Does your character have a sweet tooth, or you just peckish?
I like to share with children.
Okay.
As we're going around, would I be well, as he's sort of looking out for a vendor that's selling candy, would I be able to see if there's like which person may be in this big house there? I don't know if they would
Yes.
be out or not.
You don't, as you're like walking around, you don't see them out and about, but you see them sat on a chair on the front porch. And you notice that there are people like queuing up to see them and talk to them.
Please tell me
So-
they're playing a banjo.
Pardon?
Please tell me they are not playing a banjo.
No, they're not playing a banjo.
Thank God.
You notice that this queue, either side of them is like two people who you can visibly see are carrying bladed weapons and like a bow over their shoulder. Flanking them both in front and on the ground, in front of the balcony, protecting the two different sets of stairs that go up. This is definitely somewhat of a leadership role.
Did you say it was a man or a woman that was saying that?
Man.
Man. Okay.
Definitely more of the gruff like appearance from a distance. He's a bit well aged, I would say. To put it in like the nicest way term, without calling him old, but he's old.
Nudge.
He's a
Going to nudge.
well-aged man, aka old.
go.
that's
Gonna
I'm not
nudge
sure if
Lewis.
I'm old, but he's old.
Going
You
to
nudge
Lewis and
Lewis.
just be like, that doesn't
Clearly,
look
the
like the kind of
village elder.
village elder.
I'm just,
Possibly, I was also thinking that isn't the kind of queue you'd normally see directly outside the manor from all the appearances.
Yeah, I kind of want to take a look at that.
So,
I will actually. Thromir is going to casually tell his familiar to. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the owl. The owl.
Sorry, it's
Going
not a
to send
calligraphy
him.
web.
Sorry, what?
It's not a calligraphy web.
No.
No, it's a cute
Gonna
little
send the
owl.
No, yeah.
Jaden
I'm
is no
gonna
longer
send
allowed
the
to talk.
Sorry, what?
Rook is no longer allowed to talk to you guys.
Okay. Okay. So I'm Frommy is going to send his familiar to like just circle around just to see, just to observe the area, basically, like his eyes in the sky
Okay.
in general.
So, you send your familiar up. So it takes an act. You can't control yourself if you're looking through their eyes.
Okay,
So-
but I'm just gonna, I will order it just to like be like standby,
Okay.
nearby, but like not with me at the time.
Okay, so your familiar flies up onto one of the blades of the windmill that's almost at 90 degrees out to the side. With the way it's been stopped. Just past 90 so that you can get to the door without having to duck underneath it. And it just perches on the top portion of it and has a little look around. Yeah. So, who's off to see this queue?
I will join Lewis in trying to figure out what's going on with the queue.
So we have
I'm going with
Lewis,
them.
Nora, Jaden, Thrymir, are you going?
Yeah, why not?
Veli?
Well, do you guys want me to try and talk to them? You know, my name does hold weight.
True, but one of the things that I was going to mention is that I wanted to get settled for, if we're going to be spending the night here, get things settle at the inn first, and then investigate this. It was
Fair
more.
enough.
Yes,
I want
Sounds
to take
like
a
a
look
good
at it
idea.
after we get done at the inn over there.
Okay, so you head on over to the inn first. Wukar, leading the group, walks through the saloon-style gates. As you walk in, and you're greeted by a fairly empty room.
What was the name of the place?
Really putting him on the spot there, aren't you?
You know how much prep I've done for this. God fucking damn it.
Sorry, you had this map. I thought you'd have notes right.
ChatGPT.
Now you can describe stuff before you
The silver
ask
boar.
for a name.
No,
It's
no,
the silver boar.
no. It needs to be more.
The
Actually,
bland drinkery, aka TBD.
1 minute. I've got AI on my bloody notes app.
Sorry. I thought you had this.
Go.
Silence in the.
You mean the AI stuff? It is the Wheat Sheaf Inn.
The wheat chip?
The
Wheat Sheaf. SHEAF. Wheat Sheaf.
Imaginative.
Yeah, this is.
It is a farming town.
It is a farming
No,
town.
Legit in character. Imaginative name.
You walk into the wheat sheaf and it's there's barely anyone inside. And as you like walk through, whoever's last through, the gates like clap against each other and out of like the back room from behind the bar, a young female elf hurries out. Oh, yay, visitors, great. What do I do? What do I do? Yes. Hello, welcome to the Wheat Chief Inn. How may I help you?
Just gently hold up a calming hand and just say, firstly, take a breath. I guess she's busy back there. As I kind of just look around at the quiet place.
No. It's just we rarely get visitors, and it's nice.
I just kind of give them a reassuring smile and just go, it's fine. We're just looking for a few rooms for the night. Just a night, gang, or
a few rooms, right? Well, we do 2 gold a night. But that also includes breakfast. Breakfast is fruit and wheat.
by any chance.
Well, porridge and like a gruel kind of thing. It's nice. I think I don't tend to have it. I don't tend to have it. I tend to have the I tend to have the fruit. It's a bit nicer for me. But yeah, 2 gold a night per person. We have you see her start counting on her fingers. We have 4 rooms available. So that would be 2 beds per room. That'll be a 16 gold.
A little bit of doubling up. Sound amicable, everybody else?
Yeah, it sounds perfectly fine to me.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
Honestly, having the
How long is
porridge
this
and
for?
1 night.
Well, that's what I was asking. Are we staying the night or longer?
I think we're just staying for 1 night.
Let's just leave it at that for
for
now.
2. This is a quiet little place.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been outside of the cities, so it would be nice to spend a bit more time outside.
Urban, do you saw how much cash we got from the prior jobs?
I'm doing like I did for the old campaign of you can afford it, so
yeah.
If you can afford it, then yes. Like I've given you like stuff for
with us, so we should be fine here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, forget that I'm a noble.
Yes.
You just said your name's got weight. Flex it.
Daddy's critical.
He doesn't like using it though.
He literally just said in game, my name's
Yeah.
got weight.
To help people. He doesn't like using it for his own needs.
You're helping
No,
us.
you are helping this person.
You're helping all of us.
No. You're not helping all of us. You're helping this business
Fine.
thrive.
Yes.
Well, joke is that we can't take out the prior jobs.
My name is Veli Nithram. I believe if you send missive to the Nithram household, they would more than happily pay for any night's stay for the entire party.
And where can I find these guys? This household? Where do I send the word to?
To the Nithram household. Let me check to see where I decided that Veli could be from.
Yes, I can also put you on the spot. Don't forget this.
See, this is why I make a
River's
good
End.
accent.
The
It's
Nithram
fine.
household of River's End.
River's End. River's End. Okay, right. I will send a how do I? Honestly, can you not just pay yourself? It makes things so much easier, and just claim it back from them.
Lewis will roll his eye a little bit and just pull out 16 gold for at least the first night.
Yeah.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. So if you want all 4 rooms, it's 16 gold. Otherwise, it would be do the math. 12 gold for 3 rooms.
That sounds fair enough.
Lewis is just going to turn
sounds
to
fair.
the rest of the
Some of
Alright.
us will be doubling up anyway, so unless Amy has
Yeah.
a pressing need for privacy.
No, not
Looks
really.
suspiciously at Veli.
No, you know me. I've been roughing it for the past few years. Yes, I have a comfortable upbringing, but I
Yes,
knew my
I'm aware.
duties
That was
when
something
I
of a
was
hint.
yes, but I was aware of my duties when I was younger that this would be what my calling is.
I can understand that.
So
Shall we then?
long story short, we're fine with just having the 3 rooms, correct?
Indeed.
Yes.
Cool. I will pay the woman 12 gold.
Thank you. Her smile beams as she hands over the gold. Please bear with me. And she runs behind the bar, and you hear like a drawer get pulled out rather ferociously, and it like slam against you, like the wood clunk against each other as it reaches a stop. You hear the coins get tossed in and the drawer slammed. Please follow me. And she runs back round the bar and starts walking up the stairs.
I'll follow with and just turn to everybody else in the process. Very high energy here, aren't
Very.
Very
It must be all that
nervous,
wheat.
too.
they? Indeed.
Oh, then there's a lot of carbohydrates.
Mm-hmm.
Tend to stay away from them myself.
She leads you up the stairs. And at the top of the stairs, there's this corridor with 3 rooms along the left-hand side and 1 room on the right, followed by an additional room at the end that says private on it. And she holds up the 4 keys and is like, so which rooms would you like? These are the ones that you can choose from. There's 2 beds in each. These 3 look out towards the windmill. That one looks out towards the mountains. Which one do you want?
I for one would like a view of the mountains, thank you.
The mountains. And she passes you the keys. The key to that one.
Just start head on this side.
Do you mind if I bunk with you, Jaden? I quite like the look of the mountains and the rivers nearby.
I've heard that one before.
Could I get the one that faces the windmill?
I mean, the mountains has been taken, so you literally you only have the windmills left. So here's the other 4 keys. It's this room and this room. She points to the 2 opposite the private and the one to the mountains. Yeah, if you need anything, I'll be downstairs. Just shout. Yeah, and then she runs back downstairs.
Wait, ma'am.
Yes.
Could I get your name?
Fuck. Shit.
It's me deliberately avoiding it earlier.
Yes.
I understand, but there's a problem. I'm a paladin. I'm a lawful guy. I gotta
Yes.
at least ask for a name.
That's fair.
I can't just have in the notes here a young female elf.
I could feel
that'd be
the
hard.
pages being shuffled all the way from Scotland, and I know he's doing it on his phone.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, because hopefully if I take good notes, it should
My name is Elandra.
Pleasure to meet you, Elandra.
No, the pleasure isn't all mine. You're the first business we've had in months. Anyway, I really must go. And she runs. You can hear her like skipping down the stairs. And then you hear the door of that she came out of originally shut.
What an odd person.
Yes, rather.
Lewis, do you mind if I bunk with you tonight?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Well, we've just come back from my pilgrimage, as it say. I believe I owe you all a bottle of wine to say thank you.
Oh, that would be lovely.
That'd be
Well,
quite good. Though,
Let's save it for
I'm sure
dinner,
you
shall
all
we?
have questions, so the least I can do is get a bottle of wine, and we can all sit and talk, and you can ask about it if you wish. You know me, open book.
normally
Yes,
I
Sadly, there's
straight at
no-
Jaden.
Say what?
normally
Sadly,
I'm
there's
fine with
no
that,
other
though,
books in the area.
Sorry, did someone just
Not
say
even library.
Jaden?
Yes, sir.
Nothing. I was only joking.
No, I just heard the name and then chaos.
Oh, yeah, this is just. Well, you know me. I'm an open book. Stares at Jaden.
Okay, I'm already in the room, unpacking.
Okay, stares at the door of the room.
Wait, the door's open. I'm just not looking at you.
Oh.
Not deliberately. I'm just unpacking.
Either way, I'll take my way downstairs, get a couple bottles of wine. Either meet you all downstairs, or would you rather me bring them back up to the rooms? Because they just seem a bit off, if you ask me.
I, for one, think sitting downstairs and observing them would be to our benefit, considering the windmill is appears to not be functional, and I think something's going on there.
I have to
Think a
concur.
few
This
things.
seems a bit odd in that a windmill in a farming village, town. I forget what the technical term for this one is, but regardless, it seems
It
that
is
it's
just
not
about a
running
hamlet.
is a bit weird.
I was going to say Hamlet.
Ah, yes, Hamlet.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Wasn't he in a movie? I'm sorry, a play?
I do believe
Maybe in
that
one
when I
of the
went to
bigger
the
towns?
theatres when I was younger, yes, there was one called Hamlet.
Movies do exist in this world. It's just an elaborate thing that wizards do with illusions.
That's the guys we were escorting a few weeks back.
Sorry.
Oh, yes, the Russo brothers.
Oh, that's fucking.
Oh, it's so fun.
I go down.
That's canon. That's canon now.
Yes. Write it down.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Veli will
Oh,
head
s-
downstairs, wait for like 2 minutes at the bar. If she doesn't come out, he'll gently knock on the door.
You can't reach the door. The door is behind the bar in like, so the bar is like L-shaped, and basically
The
like
door is behind it.
the door is behind the bar. So you have to knock on the door. You have to physically go behind the bar.
Or
He'll
get a
take his
10-foot
long
pole.
bow. Oh no,
No,
he'll take one of his long swords and he'll just knock on the door with
But hang on,
like half
you're-
swording it.
You've got a long bow, yes?
I've got a long bow and 2 long swords.
Yeah.
But a
Like
spear.
to keep that thing, if you keep it strong all the time, it will get bent into shape, and then it won't actually work. If you're carrying a long bow around, it's just a tall stick. Just use that.
Yeah, I know. I've got a long bow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just use the
so
unstrung longbow.
you
As
knock on the
opposed to
door.
Poking a door with a sword.
Oh, I
You-
would just jump over the bar and go knock on the door.
But that's Nora.
Yeah.
That's not Veli.
Yes.
Also,
it's
in the time you guys were talking in the hallway, Jaden would have unpacked the stuff, stick some stuff in
Well-
his pockets, and be down with you.
I got to be right back because the wife needs me. So, Urban, up to you. What
Okay.
happens there? Let the others do some roleplay.
The others can roleplay, and we'll come back to you.
Why do we save
Well-
the wine for dinner and go ahead and see what's going on with, let's say, the village elder?
I believe it is the village elder. Although, considering that the guards and whatnot there, it seemed that he was acting more of a king than a village elder.
Oh,
King might be
Well,
a stretch.
Maybe
Duke, perhaps.
maybe I was just wondering. Can I use the owl to see if it could peek, without
What?
raising suspicion?
What do your avian eyes see?
Sorry, what?
Are you looking
What do your
through?
avian
Right.
eyes see?
Say again what you want the owl to do.
I kind of got, curious about the village elder being treated like king, so I want to see if I could use it to scout.
Yeah,
Owl.
you can look through your owl's eyes. Make me a perception check using the owl's sight or the owl's stats.
Actually, that's a very good question. Like, what's the owl stat?
You can add it to your character sheet under extras, but for now,
Yeah, give me.
Oh, I do apologize. Hold on, give me a sec.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna have to go
It's-
through and do all your familiars after this because I need to import
Yeah.
all those. But
you have a +3 to perception, and that is at advantage if it's
Mhm.
relying on sight or hearing.
it is sight, so yes, advantage.
So, okay, all right. I'll just roll D&T, I guess. Hold on.
+3 at advantage.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
D20 with advantage.
First roll of the game, everybody.
indeed,
First roll of the
wow.
campaign.
An 8! Oh, joy.
At advantage. That's not including modifiers, so it's an 11.
Oh, God. Well, this is
2d8.
already above-
So +3 to that is an 11. An 11. Your
You did the
owl
advantage, the first one was
is. Yeah. Those are some
Oh.
bad rolls. Oh well. So an 11. You look through your owl's eyes and you notice this man. He's like, people come, like they formed a line. They come up to him. They speak to him, and he either just waves them on or he gives a nod to his aide who is beside him. Young female. He gives a nod every now and again to her, and she's there like at a small table, and she's got like loads of different leather pouches, and she's counting coin into them, and then she passes it to one of the guards who will then go and give it to the person.
Interesting. Giving out money or buying favors? I don't know.
Well, you have to relay that information.
I was going to say you can keep it to yourself or not. We don't see this as
I see a.
You can just say, yeah, you relay it. Feel free to flavor it if you like.
Yeah, I'll just say like roughly describing what I saw.
So yeah, you describe what you see to the group. In doing so, though, you lose sight of what's going on. In through your familiar's eyes.
Oh, you can chat and act. You just can't see or sense.
Oh yeah, fair.
It's just eyes roll back.
I just can't. I think I can't hear or see anything that is surrounding me, but I can still feel like if you pinch me while I'm like in.
I think it's all
vision.
senses. For the sake of expediency as a DM, I rule, yeah, you can still hear, you just can't see, so you're going to walk into walls.
Yeah.
So in situations just like this, we can ask questions and you can have the familiar work.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Valley has returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so we'll go deal with Veli. While Packer tries to get into the foundry again. Or for the first time. Yeah, no passwords this time, Packer. Just your name.
Yeah, it's not the password.
Hey,
no
there he
password,
is.
There's no password. Don't bluff.
Yeah. So, Veli, you go downstairs and you knock on the door, and I've already forgotten her name. Elandra comes hurrying out. Yes, sir. How may I help you? What can I do for you? Do you need anything? Is your stay okay? Is your room okay?
Please do slow down. It worries me. I would just like a few bottles of wine, if that's okay, or some local like a wheat beer. I've heard that's a thing.
Yes. Bear with me. She starts rummaging around under the bar, and she pulls out like 2 bottles of wine, some like 4 bottles of wheat beer, and she also pulls out a like spirit, a clear liquid, very very strong alcohol, smell of alcohol, and puts that on as well. Here we have 2 of the wines from the south. Here is indeed the wheat beer, and this is something that we brew in house. It uses the wheat to make it. It's very very strong. I wouldn't recommend drinking the entire bottle, but it works well in like small amounts.
What do they call them? In my youth, I heard things of shots. Like you take small, quick.
Yes. That's it. Shots.
Appear behind fellas like the kids are doing that these days too, Grandad.
Look, Jaden, I'm only 30. I'm not that old. I just look.
Gentle pat on the shoulder.
Remember, I'm trying to be as normal as possible, but my family to smother.
Mm.
And I acknowledge the fact that I come from a pompous background. But yes, these bottles all sound brilliant. I'll take all of them. Thank you.
Perfect. That is 10 gold. 10 gold. That covers it.
So
Do
he'll
you-
put down
do you
10
want,
gold and say, and is there something wrong? Do you need help with anything? You seem very flustered.
No. I'm just excited. It's rare I get people to come and stay here. Yeah.
Is there any
I
reason?
want to insight this because I'm not 100% certain.
Go ahead,
Insight
Insighter.
Insight or
Eyebrow.
calm them down. Maybe both.
Because I was just about to say I was raising an eyebrow. Really? Like I was about to ask, why it seems a little bit too odd for these to be happening all in the.
Only an 11.
And 11, yeah, no, she's just overly excited. Like, there's nothing going on. She's just excited to have people finally in her tavern. Or in her inn.
Well,
Like,
we're planning to stay for a bit. So please,
um...
don't rush. We are fine with you being relaxed.
But she takes a minute and breathes, like...
You've got to say, guys.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you got the best service possible. And for me, that means just doing things quickly.
Rushing around shan't help with that, my dear.
No.
What
Just take it
question?
breathe,
So
and get it all done. Nice and easy.
okay, I'm gonna Flormia's gonna ask. So question: has it always been this quiet, or is it just like a recent thing?
Bloody
Like,
hell, is
with
everyone
the
coming
left-
downstairs? I said I'd be back up with the bottles of booze. Was I taking too long?
No, we just wanted to come and see what was going on
I-
in the town. It seems very
I
exciting.
came down with you. I unpacked while you were talking in the hallway.
Yeah, I know
Jaden-
you
Jaden
said
came
that,
down
but
came down with you. Everyone else was upstairs and trying to either
Alright.
unpack your stuff or find out what the owl can find out.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is all going on while the owl is looking. So...
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's
My bad.
why I was holding my tongue on things, because I could easily mention some things, but I was like, hold my tongue, I shall.
Oh, Chris, can you imagine if the wizard was communing with a familiar in front of this woman? Eyes rolled back.
yes.
We would
Yeah.
totally freak out. Yeah, no, I came downstairs with you because it's suspicious.
fair enough.
What,
Okie
the
dokie.
Woman or
And I came downstairs with you because I don't drink alcohol. So I would like some tea.
Very well, yes.
Hey.
Sorry, I do. Tea is very good.
Tea. Well, we don't do wheat tea here, but we do like some fruity teas. We import a
Fine.
bit of fruit from the southern part of the continent, and it costs quite a bit. So it's about 2 gold a cup, but it is very nice. I do enjoy the tea.
Okay, how much for a enough to make a pot?
Enough to make a pot. That would be about 4 gold. And she pours out a very, very small pot. Enough for 2 cups.
That's fine.
Just to, you mentioned breakfast was included.
Yes, breakfast is indeed concluded.
I
think it
need to
involved meat.
have some meat added to breakfast, and place 5 gold on the table.
Any preference on the meat? We do have a small pig supply, and a
Fine.
few cows, but the farmers are reluctant to butcher them this time of year.
A pig, a deer.
Oh
fox.
dear!
I don't have any preference. It just needs to be meat.
I mean, there is always the option if you find it and bring it to us, we will butcher it and provide it for you, and you don't have to pay anything.
I was just about to suggest we have 3 ranges in this
I'll
adventure
go
for
find
hours,
something.
and forest all around.
I will go find something.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Careful to not follow
The Silver
Following
Dragonborn
as
says,
you to an apple tree.
"I'll be back." The Silver Dragonborn says,
Yes.
"Can you not get any more Terminator reference than that?"
That depends on if you'll be Tovin.
Depends. You're not Warforged.
No.
No.
But
Well,
yeah,
I was told 14 gold, so
I guess
14 gold I shall give.
she
And
takes
please,
it and sweeps it into the same drawer as before.
as someone that has grown up with many people serving them, the best way to do it is slow, steady, and with intent. That is the best way to get good service.
He's great under pressure.
I mean,
Well, yes.
I'm very new to this. I've only owned this place a couple of years, but yes. And as for your question about it being quiet, I can't remember who actually asked the question. Who asked the question about it being? As for your question about whether this is a new thing or not, I tend to only get people in here for evening drinks. No one really ever stays. It's nice to finally have guests.
Is it just because nobody stays in the town for a long period of time?
Those that stay, they tend to only stay a couple of nights and then they go. I don't know what it is. It's weird. Like, people say they're coming here on like a long journey, and like this is a long stop off. They want to recover a little bit. It's a nice quiet little place. Yeah, they go. I see them. I don't see them after the second night. It's weird. They never actually finish their stuff. Like, and she pulls out from behind the bar. She lifts up a like wicker basket onto the top, and it's just full of left stuff. Like, there are swords, there are spears, there are like leather armor, there's clothes, there's bags. Assorted personal belongings, yeah.
My usual kind of resting, relaxed brain is now becoming something quite interested. I forgot what I was going to ask.
How would you feel if we took some of those items off your hands?
How do these people up and vanish exactly?
I don't know.
Do they just abseil out of the windows with knotted bed sheets? Because I'm no stranger to that.
They're just not here. They go out and do some jobs and then they just don't return.
Leaving all their adventuring equipment with you.
Do they take the jobs from the town's job board or something?
They do. Like, I mean, the last one who was here was they were looking into the windmill while it wasn't working, but that was fixed, and it's just stopped again today. It's weird. I don't know.
Coincidental, I say to the rest of us. And to her, can I ask? I forgot what I was going to ask. Carry on. Sorry.
But yeah. As for your things, for these things, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I meant to look after them for these people. They might come back and get them. I don't know. So I like to hold on to them. But if you need them, then maybe we can talk about borrowing.
What if we were to fix the windmill for you again? Then could we have a look at these items?
To fix the windmill,
you know what? I have a suggestion. I can fix some, like, if there's like some cracks in items, I can add a bit of a touch to fix them. So maybe I could do it for you. We just kind of want to look at it, but we'll fix these for you, and you get happy customers that return. If they return, and if not, you get some.
So are you fixing the items?
Yes. Yes. Why not?
I don't think they're broken.
I think they're just left behind.
I mean, just a little polished.
Right. That's good enough, right? was
just
gonna
talking to
lean in.
the.
I was going to lean into your area and suggest you have the owl check out the windmill it's perched on. If it can find a way inside.
I was just about to say, like, maybe we can glean some clues from the items that were left behind.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was thinking
I'm
we
just
could
like,
find you some better armor in the things that were left
I was like-
behind.
It's like, let me. I'm just like, Fromir is facing the party. Is like, okay, I can help fix, and we can, go and look at the windmill a later bit, and then it's like wink, wink kind of thing.
Mm, yes, yes.
Actually,
How about that?
Yeah.
Good innkeeper. Would that sounds good to you?
I mean,
just
I mean-
briefly, while they're doing this, then Jane's going to slip back up to the room to poke around there and see if there's a trapdoors or shit. So we can get to that in a sec.
okay. You go up to your
Yeah.
room. Roll me a stealth.
Right, stealth.
Yes, to slip away without the others noticing.
I'm not trying to sneak. I'm just.
Oh, you're just slipping away. Okay. You're just wandering off.
It's
Got
the
it.
natural method of locomotion.
Okay. So you disappear upstairs. What was your question about the items again, Thoromir?
I propose to the innkeeper that as a gesture of goodwill, we kind of I'm going to offer some minor repairs with mending basically, just but just give it a little bit polish.
They don't need repairing. These are all in very good working order. We have actually fixed some of them up for the people in case they do return to get them. We have people who can do that in the town. There is a blacksmith. He lives off in the north in the circular hut behind the windmill. These items, they need to stay here. They need to be looked after for if the person comes back and claims them. We clean the rooms out after they don't return after a couple of days. But yeah, it's not good. And if they don't return, then they become the property of me and the inn. So I can't really do anything with them yet.
Okay.
We have an agreement with anyone who rents the room that if they would like their items to be looked after, they can pay an extra couple of gold a night, and anything left behind will be kept and in lost and found for at least a year.
Okay. That is you have a very good business mind. Good on you. Give him a thumbs up.
Her.
Sorry. Give her a thumbs up.
Thank you. But yeah, she lifts the basket back up and then kicks it and puts it down and slides it back under the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't getting any of those items. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So how about we so I guess we can go up we can bring these drinks up to one of our rooms and we can just chat away a little bit. Wink
Yes,
wink.
well, as I said, I thought people would be interested, well, obviously in the things happening in the town, but fuck it, yes, it's going to be the things that are happening in the town. No one's going to give a shit about the little fucking bronze dragon thing that I have, but oh well.
Okay, first off, I'm very interested in your bronze dragon. But also, is there somewhere outside that we could sit and enjoy these drinks and talk about the bronze dragon at the same time?
As you walked in, you walked up a very, very small balcony with a couple of tables on it. Either side of the door below the windows. Not balcony, decking area. Veranda, that's the word. So yeah, you
place to watch the world go by.
So yeah, you can watch the world go by. It faces out. It faces out towards the mountains as well. The mountains are this direction. They are south on this map anyway. With how it's set, they are southwest. Bottom right.
Okay.
Bottom left.
So yeah, Veli will go outside and sit outside with, I'm guessing, Nora than that.
Lewis
Right.
is going to just ponder on what he was hearing, and I guess after everyone's decided where they're going to go, he'll come up with his mind then, because I don't want to interrupt when people are staying and doing their own things there. So,
Hello.
yes, hello.
Yeah, I'm leaving. You guys, you can go.
Yeah.
Have roleplay. Talk.
Okay.
So-
Talk amongst
okay,
yourselves.
Okay, I have 2 questions. Can
Yeah.
I pet your dragon? And what is its name?
It's quite new, so I
Young, call it young.
no.
Rook, I am going to
name-
ban you.
The name hasn't called out to me yet. The
Ah,
spirit,
okay.
the spirit forms a bond, and the name is what it wishes.
Oh, that's
And
pretty cool.
He's then gonna kind of swirl his hands around and manifest the small drake creature, bronze scales, and of course you can pet them.
Oh, excellent. I reach across and pet it.
Kind of bit staticky.
Animal handling, yay or nay? Is it all
I-
named?
The
I
drake
think I
follows all of my commands.
Do I have? I'm pretty sure I have animal handling.
Urban. Packer is
Yes.
off hunting. You gonna sort that, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
will.
we gotta figure that out.
Packer, you go past the people and they basically inform you that there's no hunting law as such. However, they do believe in protecting the sustainable farming and the protection of like wildlife. So you can't go maliciously hunting everything and like just go, I want that deer and that deer and that deer and that fox and that boar and stuff like that, and just take everything you see. But you can go and take a deer or a fox or something,
Okay.
like easily. As for finding it, roll me survival.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Famous last words.
What,
Well, no,
a
it's an
ranger
easy
that's not
one.
good?
It's an
No,
easy nat one. Yes, it's an easy nat
No,
one.
It's a matter of finding the character sheet and finding out.
You can do it in.
Go to the upper left.
Oh no,
where it says
I'm getting
attributes.
there.
All right.
I'm
He's
getting
just
there.
a bit slow.
Woo!
Hey, it is
13.
the first one that has a natural roll over over 10.
Natural roll over 10. Wow.
Natural 9.
No, natural 9. That's not over 10.
Oh, it's 9. Oh, dang! I didn't see that was a +2. I didn't see that
Plus
was
2,
a
plus 2.
+4. Not a, darn.
Yeah. So with a 13, yeah, you can quite easily go out and find something. What do you find? What were you going out specifically hunting?
A deer or a boar, something that would provide plenty of meat for like the next week. 'cause
Roll me a
that's all
d4.
I eat. That's
Roll
all
me
I
a d4.
eat is meat and nuts.
You find a deer.
Good deal. I'm bringing deer back.
You bring a deer back. Okay.
And when I come back, I make sure that I walk past the line of partitioners
Yeah.
so that en route, so that the guard standing around and the king guy or whoever is having court will see me go by with this great big deer on my shoulder.
Do you make eye contact, or do you just keep walking to flex even harder?
I just go by as if nothing going on, just in case somebody wants to say something about me hunting.
Okay. So you walk past. None of them say anything. You brought back a singular animal.
Right.
If you come back with like 3 of them tied together and slung over your shoulder, then there may have been an issue.
So I'm fishing with one deer. Someone across the shoulders of a fucking 8-foot tall dragonborn. Imagine if there was two more, one dangling off each side.
Yeah, just dragging by the hooves. But yeah, no, you're
Oh,
you're
God.
perfectly
I mean,
fine.
he's a dragon. I would expect that.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Come back. Present the deer.
That's a very
Oh,
lovely
dear.
deer you got there.
Hopefully you cut it and skin it outside of the inn.
Oh no, I'm not
Um,
doing any of that. I'm giving her the
Sheesh.
whole thing.
Yeah.
She said that she could do it herself, so.
You take it inside and then up to the door. As you like come through, she comes out. It's like, oh, that is a magnificent magnificent creature. Thank you. Please do follow me. And she leads you through to the back room where there is like a lot. As you like go behind the bar through the door, and there's like a nice little kitchen setup with a large wooden table in the middle. And she's like, just put it on there, and I will have that all sorted for you in the morning.
Thank you very much. And
Yeah. And then yeah, you can go off and find the others.
do I see anything of out of the ordinary for this kitchen, or is it just a kitchen?
Roll me a perception.
Perception. I perceive something,
Perception.
just not much.
You
It's a
perceive it is you perceive a kitchen. Congratulations.
Hey, that's a butcher's knife. I knew it.
Hey, that's a spy track.
No, they're not that fancy.
No. He would not know what a
They don't
spy
even
track
have
is.
No,
Come
the
on.
spy track is just pepper, salt, pepper, pepper, salt, salt, pepper, salt.
You're lucky if
It's
you're getting
actually
salt.
just grain.
It's just different assortments of grain. You've got wheat, you've got rye, you've got barley.
Barley.
And you can see all three fields out there on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that green one is just weed.
Yeah, the green one is just new growth wheat. But
No,
yeah,
weed. They gotta do something
Weed.
to pass the time.
Weed, as in D.
I know
Smokable
what you said. That's why I stopped myself.
I go join the party.
You go join the party after about half an hour of hunting. You did really well on the hunt. Like,
Oh,
to be fair, the woodland, as you was out there, you noticed like the woodland's got quite a lot of wildlife in it, so it wasn't going to be that hard. But yeah, you join the rest of the party. Talk.
Oh,
Did you
good
see
job.
anything interesting? Wow.
Oh, that's not fun.
Did you see anything interesting?
there's a lot of wildlife out there. Apparently, this town doesn't weed its animal populations.
Interesting.
So a town
Don't
that-
weed or can't weed.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was
Because
quiet.
like if so like I assume adventurers come and go and they just suddenly disappear is what I'm getting.
Yeah,
Which leads me to, I was going to poke around the room to see if there wasn't something suspicious going on there. Well, Paco was off hunting.
So, what are you going to do?
Poke around, look.
I could
Sorry, who was that for?
sorry, that's for me. I could
Oh,
It was both,
tell my owl
technically.
to Hello?
Okay, let's
It was
start
to
with
both of you.
owl.
Go with the owl
Yeah,
first.
we could use the owl to scout around and I can tell you what I see.
Cool. So, roll me a perception with the owl again.
Okay.
And then tell me what
advantage.
Yeah, and then tell me what you're getting the owl to do.
All right. I want to. Well, since the windmill was like obviously the point of interest, I want to see if there's like at least surrounding any like are there any openings that leads to the inside that
Mhm.
the owl could realistically like snuggle inside without being spotted.
You'll need a perception to find that first. So,
typically large
so-
holes because they need ventilation.
reminder, you can add your modifier as well using the dice
Okay.
tray. So
Yep,
it'll be
so
1d20 plus 3, and then click the advantage.
hold on, 1d20 plus the advantage. Yep,
Plus 3,
plus 3.
yeah, for the owl.
There we go.
22.
Oh my god, the first one that's above a 10.
The first
Yeah,
one was
this
above a
time.
15.
The lower one was 10 too.
The lower one was 10, so you actually got both of them. But anyway, actually no, because the lower one wouldn't be above 10; it would be 10.
First double digit at least.
Yeah. So with a 22, your owl flies around, and it flies around the top, and there's a couple of roof like panels on the roof that have been like slightly moved, too small for the owl to get into. But it definitely could land and look through. And you also notice like where the mechanism for the windmill actually is, there is a owl-sized gap by the shaft, leading into the windmill itself.
Okay, so there is a gap that I could peek through at the top, and a little bit lower is a gap that I could actually get the
Go
owl
through.
through.
Yeah.
I'll first do the peeking first, because
Cool.
that's like slightly safer.
Once again, I'm going to need a new perception for you.
Okay.
$17. Okay. You look through the gap, and as you're like looking in, you notice there is like signs of nesting, but these nests are quite large.
What nest as in bird nest?
Nest is in nest, like made out of sticks.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be necessarily a bird nest, but some sort of nest.
Yeah, it's a nest of some sort.
What's the size? Or do I not know?
Are we talking large for a bird, or are we just talking large?
We're talking. You would fit probably 4 owl nests within this.
Jesus.
That is a huge nest.
Yeah.
I've seen better.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that could be. Whatever is building a nest there is big.
You notice there's not
So,
one, there's 2.
2. Oh god.
So we've got at least 8 owls worth of nest in here.
Mm-hmm. Like there's 2 nests and like a small walk space between them. Yeah.
Can he tell if they're like still actively being used or not?
I'm gonna say right now they're not. They're definitely not being used right now. This moment, there's no way to tell that if it's actively being used at all. But definitely not this moment.
Okay. A little bit risky, but I think I'll try and just peek a little bit through this slightly bigger hole, see if I can get like a different angle of things happening inside. But I'm not going to go in, but just peek a little bit.
Say again, sorry.
So there's like a opening that is big enough for the owl to get through. I want to peek through that, but I don't want to like go completely in. Just like kind of poke my head a little bit.
So peeking through, you get the same sort of thing, but this time instead of looking down on the nest, you're looking up at them.
Okay.
As basically the platform or like the shaft that you're on goes below the platform you were just looking at.
Ah, okay. So if I look down, and are there like people or
as you
anything?
Look down, you can see like the mechanisms. So you follow your shaft to the end, there's gears. And then the gears go to a shaft that goes down, and you assume like with basic knowledge of windmills. At the bottom there is a like two like stone millstones that are they grind the grain in. As for like what you see, as you like look at the gears themselves, you notice that the gears at the top of the mill are jammed up with like sticks have been jammed into them.
Is it like a natural way, or it's just what kind of sticks?
No, like the same sort of sticks that are in the nest have been jammed into this. They've been jammed into the gear mechanism.
Okay, so there's a nest that uses sticks. There's like two nests that use sticks to make, and then there's like sticks that are jammed into the mechanism. And then there's like the people that always disappear whenever they investigate.
Do you relay all of this to everyone there? Since this is coming from your owl, so we don't necessarily see it.
You are the base station for the Owl's UAV, so you need to interpret it for the rest of us.
Okay. All right.
You can't just say
So
yes, you relay.
yeah, I would just say like, okay, I saw the windmill doesn't seem to be damaged, but there seems to be jammed by some sticks, which coincidentally are also very similar to the nest that are like at the top, the giant nest. So, what do we think?
Giant nest? What do you mean giant nest?
Let's just say there's like can realistically fit 8 hours worth of nest.
That's
I think I'm still talking about the room, but
So
it would seem whatever people wanted to nest in there didn't like the noise.
I don't know, but are we going to investigate it or ask about it directly?
let's ask
Because I
about it
can't.
directly.
Yeah, let's ask her.
Well, I got an idea. How about we split this up a little bit? One group of us can stay here and ask Elandra about the stuff, and the other group can go take a look and interact with the elder over there.
Oh, we're going after the elder.
I like that. I'll go with
Yeah, I like that
whoever
idea.
goes see the elder.
Woo,
Well,
splitting the
there's 6 of
party.
us, so ideally it'd be 3 and 3. So who wants to go talk to the elder?
Dibs. Although I still
Me?
got a thing to do while this has all been going on.
I will.
I will join in since like I saw things. I think it will be easier if I get the information as well. Although I'll probably do less talking. I'm not very good with words.
I feel like the less people who grill the innkeeper, the better.
Yes.
She
That's
seems
true.
kind of sketchy.
All right, how
Why
about
She
this?
just seems incredibly nervous. But I do think the less we try and overload her, the better.
Valley and
As
I
I
will stay here and ask innkeeper a couple of questions. The rest of you go and see what this elder's all about. See what you can dig up.
I was just about to say, don't forget that I can still, as much as I betroth to do it, if this elder has any kind of political power, I can try and have a meeting with them.
That is true, but
My
I'm
uncle
also
did travel quite a lot.
I'm also a man of the law, and I'd rather not be stuck between the bureaucracy of it all.
Well, the
So-
bureaucracy is what causes things to continue moving.
Lewis and Nora, maybe you two talk to the innkeeper, and the rest
Yeah.
of us go talk to Lord whoever we've got here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That works too.
Yeah.
Any dissenting opinions?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I pick Veli up and set him in front of me and point him toward the the Lord and go, fetch. Fetch. Oh, wait.
Before we head out, though, Urban,
Yes.
poking around the room for suspicious nonsense.
This room or your bedroom?
The bedroom.
Bedroom, you can roll me a perception.
Can I really
You
know?
perceive nothing.
You perceive a room.
Oh dear.
Nope, that's a good one.
I don't quite see God.
Well, no, not on the dice, but it's still pretty good.
23. Okay, you
check
look
for any,
around.
trap or suspicious stuff. And
Yeah.
anything magical that might be afoot, which I believe would be investigation instead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go with. There's definitely nothing magical. I'll use the same roll for it, just save you rolling multiple times.
I'll take it.
You notice as you're looking around, there's nothing out of the ordinary. Like there's no trapdoors, there's nothing like that. However, behind the small desk, you find a small journal. In it there is the very, very quickly scrawled down notes. And basically they go on to say the windmill stopped again. We've been up and removed the blockage, but every time we do, it stops again. I don't know what's happening. Jeremy went up there and he hasn't come back. The last time, I don't know what happened, but I heard this singing and it was calling me, and it called Jeremy. I felt its pull and I stopped, but Jeremy he just went. I must go. I'm going after him, and then that's where it cuts off.
I've already got a sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, so do
Which
I.
is I was about to say it's a mean thing to throw at level 1, but we're 4, we should be okay. I'll save doing a roll for later though. Cool.
You can send me a DM about what you think it is, and I'll just because I'm now intrigued. Put it in your player section what you think it is.
I'll tuck the journal into a pocket and we'll catch up with the group going to the elders then.
You don't disclose that information yet, correct?
No.
Okay, cool.
So
I just want to make sure for my own notes.
I've got other things, but if it's available evidence.
okay, so you sort that off while that's going on. Who is going to speak to Elandra?
Me and Lewis.
Nora and Lewis. Who's doing the talking between you two?
I can do the talking.
Okie
If you
dokie.
don't mind.
No.
Go
right
for it.
ahead.
Paladin, use that charisma.
Lewis,
That was what I was thinking.
after the others sort of shuffle on out of the inn, Lewis is going to get up and clear his throat before saying, Miss Elandra, are you
Yes.
around?
Yes. Bear with me. She comes out and she's got an apron on, slightly bloodied. Her hands still dripping from water. Is she's just literally just rinsed all the stuff off them. How may I help you?
It's just a few questions. It's a small hamlet here, and I just want to ask a few things. Such as
Okay.
the hamlet here seems to have a lot of wheat. Why do you guys only have wheat that's available? Or, well, besides wheat and the few fruits that you mentioned. My compatriot came in with a very large deer, and it seems that your forest outside is positively abundant with wildlife.
We are we mainly export our stuff. most of our stuff goes to Nisara. We tend to just we mill our grain and send it over there. It's just how things work. They look after us. Well, they look after us with like good trade. Trade brokered by our mayor. Thaddeus Barley brokered a deal with them so that every now and again we get more coin and protection, and we're looked after. But we must export as much grain and wheat as we possibly can, and so we made the decision to go entirely into the wheat business here. I think that's why we don't get many people travelling through. Those that do, they tend to go to the mines, and those mines. Gosh, so many people have gone there and never come back.
Oh, that sounds terrible. By the way, Urban, how do you
Yes.
spell the mayor's name there? Thaddeus Bile, you said?
Barley.
Bali. Could you please spell that or post
Thaddeus.
it?
THADDEUS.
Hold on.
Barley is in
THAD what?
double D EUS, and barley is in the grain. BARLEY.
All right.
And here's the mayor.
I can now put a name to that page.
Yes, you can. Yeah. So yeah, the mines. The people go there, and I sometimes see them come back, but more go out to the mines and don't. The rumor is they're haunted, but I daren't go try and look.
That's right. I wouldn't think that someone of your stature would go and go take a look at haunted mines. That's clearly something that should be done by a little bit more professionals, like maybe some of those adventures that you talked about.
Yeah. I think one group went there recently, but I've not seen them again. But most of them they come and they help out with the mill. They come here and they like every time we get new people in, the mill stops. It's like they get drawn here. It's weird. I don't like it, but I can't do anything about it. I'm just here. I just have to live and do this.
That's all right. So I mean, you said that they were drawn to the mill. And what's the history of the mill? Is it of any real importance? Because with the only one being in town, seems like it should be working almost nonstop. Especially since you mentioned that there's this trade between here and the other town.
Nisara is the city on this part.
Oh, city. My pod.
Yeah, no, it's fine. There's it's quite significant. Well, the town itself, we use the last bits of stone and material out of the mines to build it, and it's what we need. We only have one because everyone here is working to the same goal. We work for Mayor Bradley. He pays us a wage for the wheat that we mill, for the flour and everything, and any produce we make and we trade. He gives us a amount of gold for our service, and so the mill is very important to us. Like, it's what makes us able to make money. No one owns it.
People is out there.
That line of people, yeah, there's people there who are trying to claim the money that they're owed, but of recent times, because the mill's not been running very very well, people are they're going in, they're being turned away because they've not milled enough, and people are going starving.
That's right.
That's right.
I wouldn't think that someone of your stature would go and go take a look at haunted mines. That's clearly something that should be done by a little bit more professionals, like maybe some of those adventures that you talked about. sounds like maybe we should get someone to make another, you know, windmill or do a bit of hand milling.
We try, but it's not good. Like the hand milling takes too long. We can't do, like, you've seen the size of our fields. They go on for miles, and well, when we harvest, we can't mill it all in one day without the windmill. We try, but we're not that good. We're only a small hamlet, you see.
Yeah, I've seen about that, and you mentioned about how big your fields are. So how do you keep vermin out from the fields?
Um, sorry, I've just gone through your player sections.
God. Wow, God, this line of questioning is just like big brain.
So
I
what was the
thought I
question
pissed
again?
Urban off with the whole Young shit, but dude, you're taking it to another level.
What was your question
Making
again?
him think that's
As I
never a good
said-
idea for the DM.
As I said, background: City Watch / investigator. I'm supposed to be investigating things like this.
I was hoping that I would be the smart one, but never mind.
Apparently, you're the one we need to tank, Mr.
So
Yeah.
wait, what was your question? Remind me of it.
Because the fields are so big and this hamlet is so small, how do you manage to keep the vermin out since the wildlife is so populous in the forest?
Well, it's a bit weird. There's a lot of prayer goes on. We definitely are blessed by the gods, but also we do have like people going out and doing patrols. They walk out along the fields fairly often. They don't do it all the time, but they do the best, and our yield never really drops. And if any farm does get like contaminated, any field does get contaminated, Mayor Barley he compensates. He burns the entire field, but he compensates us with gold for our time and effort. So I think that's probably the best way of doing it, and that's how we do it. Like, it's easier to eradicate everything in one field, and just pay recompense, and then didn't like try and deal with the problem like slowly.
All right, interesting. Did you have anything that you wanted to ask Nora? I mean, I could keep having this wonderful conversation, but you're just sort of standing here.
It's very intriguing watching you work. Do you guys have any idea of what's making the mill stop working? You said you had lots of people come and look at it and fix it in the past. Do you have any ideas to that?
I mean, there's rumors of like singing at night, but I've not heard it. Like, it's weird. Like, some people say that they hear the singing, some people say they don't. I mean, I've always been a little bit hard of hearing anyway. I can't hear the very quiet sounds. But yeah, people say they hear singing. They get drawn to the mill.
Interesting. Is that where all the adventurers went that disappeared that were staying here?
Oh, don't forget that there's also the haunted mine that's not too far away.
That's
Speaking
true.
of which, how many of the people around here supposedly visit that mine, or do they just avoid it altogether?
Not many. Not many at all. We tend to leave it now. Like, we've taken all of the minerals out of it. And there was a collapse not long ago. We lost two very good people. My friends. But yeah. They were over there, and it collapsed. So yeah. Mayor Barley. He shut the mine. He put all the miners to work on the farms, looking after them. no, didn't want any more loss.
I see. And out of curiosity, since you mentioned about it before, were were the miners or the loved ones close to the miners recompensed in any format?
Yes, they were given they were given a monthly gold allowance. I think it was something like 20 gold a month for losing their friends and family. That was paid. That's all controlled by Jeb. He's the guy who like looks after it. You often find him by the mine. He goes out there every day and just guards the entrance.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting to find out.
Very interesting indeed.
Do you do anything since you've mentioned that you don't really have much practice in running the inn here, and so do you talk to anyone? Do you converse with anyone? Are you?
I mean, I
I
talk to
know that
everyone.
this seems a bit of a weird question to ask, but are you normally this excited about people showing up?
Oh, outsiders, yes, definitely outsiders. But no, I normally talk to people in the town, or the hamlet. They come in, they talk, and like they buy drinks and they keep me afloat. They help out, but yeah, yeah.
Around what time do the people come in?
Oh, evening. Not for another couple of hours, maybe more. I know that Mayor Barley's going to be in his house dealing with people for at least another 3 hours.
Well, I hope that our compatriots can find out something from him because he seemed awfully well protective about being a generous leader and whatnot of this village. Well, hamlet.
Yeah, he seems very keen to keep things running smoothly.
He's good to us. He's very good to us. Like he helped me when we needed him most. I nearly lost my house, and he installed me as the owner here. After the old owners passed away. That was a terrible day. And like a small tear runs down her left cheek as she thinks about it.
What happened to the old owners? Just old age, or?
Yeah, they were very old. They were. Oh, what was it? It was. They were old, and they died of old age. The woman died, and then her husband died of a broken heart. Like a couple of weeks later.
Poor family. I know how that can be a little bit.
Yeah, they had no heirs either, so it was them. Like this was left to the town, and I was installed here by Mayor Barley. He does pay me well, but it's a lot of work for not that much pay for what I do. Is it 20? You see, I do this all day, all night, and I only get paid like 1 gold a day.
But you have a home over your head.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, I do get the house for free, but a little bit of gold extra would be nice sometimes.
Understandable. Well, you need if you need any assistance with at least sweeping, I'm sure that I can at least be of assistance. I don't know about Nora. She
I can
she can be
try.
a little bit wild at times.
Just
Oh,
a bit.
thank you. I'd appreciate that. After we close for the night, they get very messy in here. They bring in all the dust off the fields, and it takes a long time to sweep.
Well,
Then,
I'd be
as
more than
someone
happy
who
to figure it out.
indeed, and
You
then
make it sound like Nora's never swept anything in her life.
I lived in a forest. How would I know?
That's fair.
I guess in Lewis's closing remark here, he'll say, "Well, then as part of ex city law enforcement assistant, I will be honored to help you with cleaning up after the locals remove themselves from the inn here.
Thank you. I can't pay you, but yeah, I can. It's a much
I
help. Thank you.
require no pay. I merely wish to assist the community.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, I really must go and sort that deer out for the dragonborn. He's a bit scary, you know. He's a bit tall, and yeah.
Yeah, he can be a bit scary and a bit tall, and he does have a sort of odd face, but it's a lot better than, well, mine sometimes.
I, I'm not gonna make a comment about that.
That's perfectly fine.
And she runs off into the back room.
Cool, and now I have more things to add to my notes.
You're a note taker. Yay.
Okay.
My
Yes,
notebook
I
is
am.
going to be very full this campaign.
Mind you, I just want to make one comment. I'm only going to be taking notes of things that Lewis finds out.
Yes, that is fine.
That's perfect.
Because if
things
I try
in this-
taking notes of everything, it's going to be a really bad mess.
Yeah.
I'm basically
I'll
taking it indiscriminately. It's trying to remember what I know in character that may not be relayed because it's being kept for reasons.
I
Yes.
just highlight the things that if
But-
I write it down and I shouldn't know.
Yes, I do normally try to make
Yeah.
a note that I wasn't there. And it comes
Uh-huh.
in handy when the DM forgets what they said and the guy that I was talking to didn't take notes.
Yes. I'm
Terrible.
trying to get better at taking notes.
Yeah, yeah, that's the hard
It's
part when you're on
fine.
that side of the screen.
It's fine because guess what? There is a video you can go and watch back.
Ugh, effort.
All right.
Yeah, you can go
I do
watch
like
yourselves for
video
2
editing, so
hours.
That works for me too.
So are we regrouping the 6 of us?
We have split the party. the
No,
rest of us
there's
are
still
going
the
to
other
chat.
4 that have to talk to the
So
two.
the 4 who are
Big
going
Boss Man.
to
Yes.
talk to Big Boss Man, we have, I'm going to say, 10 minutes left of stream.
On the way there, I relayed the contents of that journal to the party quietly.
We got about 10 minutes left to stream just because I don't want to run it over. So we'll try and get through that in 10 minutes. If not, we will leave a cliffhanger.
We
So-
kept an old guy.
Oh man, I have a lot. I have some theories, but I
So,
don't have the information revealed to me yet.
okay, so it was Jaden, Thormir, Veli, and Rukar. You guys are heading off, and you join the back of the line to go see the mayor, who you don't know is the mayor. And you're in this line. It takes you about an hour and a half to get to the front when you're eventually called forwards by one of the guards.
Is there anything interesting we can see as we walk past the windmill about it?
As you walk past the windmill, it's a windmill. No, nothing,
Cool.
nothing of like note.
Do I hear? While we were lining up, I assume there's going to be like chatter of the townsfolk, like talking
Yeah.
about things. So, like, are there any like gossips that I can hear about relating to the elder and the female servant who's like attending him?
There's no real chatter about them. As such, it's very much people have just got into the habit of like they talk about the harvest, they talk about how the fields are going, they talk about like wheat production, and a lot of people are talking about how their numbers, how they're expecting to get so little from the mayor, given that they're having to mill things by hand. Mainly.
I didn't like the chat. Oh.
So yeah.
Okay. What's the kind of atmosphere of the line of the village at large?
Is it like positive
are they
vibe
terribly?
or...
Sorry,
They were-
yeah, what you're asking? Sorry.
They're
are
a
they
bit.
terribly on edge or anything?
They're not on edge, but there's definitely those that are like it's definitely more somber. given that they're expecting to get less money, and then those that get what they're expecting, like get more than what they were expecting, they leave happier. But you definitely notice there are a few people who get turned away with nothing. Like not very often, but there's the odd like couple who get turned away, and they go off, and you can often hear like them crying with friends, and then like small groups that are like huddled up and of like people who've got money, and they like start handing out coins to a few other people, just try and get them through.
Do we know what kind of request is rejected and what's approved?
So most of the people who get rejected are, when they get up, they basically the mayor, as you get closer, you can see this a bit more clear. The mayor has a book in front of him, and basically he asks for the family name and then what they've produced in terms of weight. And then you often hear that's to quota, below quota, or above quota. Very much, if they're under quota by a large amount, they get nothing.
Okay, so it's basically by weight.
So
and
yeah,
it's like everyone has like a dedicated crop that they're supposed to cultivate or like to produce. And if they meet it, they get
each family, based on the number of members, has a weight, or a number of members above like the age of 18, for example.
right.
Each person has to produce a certain weight per like week of crop from their vast fields. And basically each family has, based on the age of the people, so I'm just going to do this like it's not accurate to the world law, but for like ease of use, anyone between the age of 18 and 50 has a quota assigned to them.
Right.
And then the family is that number of people times the quota per person. And basically, if you come in with a weight under quota by a massive amount, like if you're slightly under, you get paid like a percentage less. But if you like massively under for some reason, like say you've had a family member who's been ill, sorry, not ill, but family member who's basically just not been producing.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. It's kind of very medieval style of management, but I get it.
Yeah. So basically, it's all done based on quota, and you notice that the people who it's done by family. It's not done by person. So a family will get a wage and allow a price for what they produce, and then that gets shared out amongst the family members themselves.
System, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Feudal, yeah, feudal. I think that's a better word term. But
anyway,
feudal.
And are we nearing the front of the line?
As you get towards the front of the line, you're called forwards, and the mayor starts by going, "Family name."
Not applicable.
Nithram. You see him like start running his finger down his book.
Just smile and wait.
I apologize. I don't think you'll find my name there.
He looks up.
We aren't local.
Oh, outsiders! Ah, brilliant. How may I help you, people? What brings you to our lovely town? Hamlet.
It's more how we can help you. Might I introduce whatever the hell your family name was again? I already forgot.
Nithram. Veli Nithram.
Might I introduce Lordship? I should know this, I forgot. Lordship. I'm not doing this in character, just to be clear. His Lordship, Veli Nithram.
Oh, no, not Lord. No, just Veli Nithram.
A noble. Oh, wow. A pleasure that you've come this far. He's entirely ignoring the fact that you told you told Jaden that you didn't want to be called a lord. He's ignoring that. Lord Nithram, a pleasure.
He's just he's got his hand to his head.
I do not believe I've met your uncle. I don't think he ever came this far north. I might have heard of him visiting Lysandria, but not Hazel Gulch. We are too small of a business place.
Maybe he just was a little bit less forward than I. Either
But
way,
you say you have you offer some services to us. What might those be?
we are I represent a group of adventurers. These four with me are part of said group.
You hear a small
Free.
rumble in my throat behind him and above.
Pardon?
A what?
You said, you know.
Oh,
got
Veli
service
hears
provided,
a rumble.
and you hear this kind of chuckle rumble deep in my throat.
You take some interesting company, Lord Nithram. You take some very interesting company, I can see.
You should see the two we left at the end.
That is the best kind of company. It's the interesting kind. And I assure you, I'm not your typical lord. The lord is in fact my brother, my younger brother.
I see. And so, what is your title then? If not Lord,
The Drake Warden.
the Drake Warden. Ah, yes, I can see now. It explains a lot now. Looking at your scaly friend.
Yes.
What brings you to these parts then?
It is my duty to travel the lands and help those who need it. So, I'm here to say if you have anything that requires help, I can't speak for the others, but I am here to do it free of charge. But
Oh, free of charge. Oh, brilliant.
hence, I said I cannot speak for the others. The others may need payment.
Well, you said free of charge, and that is the deal I am making now.
I said before I cannot speak for the others.
You did. You did. I chose to ignore that
You're
part.
such a wonderful job of it, Ellie.
You can see
I'm
he's
smiling
ignoring
as I
that.
say
Say that again. Sorry.
I lean forward onto the table.
You're not at the table. You are well away. Like
No, I'm
he's.
standing back behind him.
You will not. You wouldn't get behind him. The guard would stop you. He's got two guards guarding the stairs up to him. There's no way you're getting up there without them stopping you.
Ah, I did not know we were separated.
Oh yeah, this is his court basically. His throne is that chair on the balcony where the players on the ground level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm going to investigate the guard. I don't know anything about what's going on up there, so I'll ignore that part. I'm looking at the guard, and do they look like they're reasonable or overblown or just show?
You're asking, can you take him?
you're asking,
No.
can you take them?
20
So
years of military training. I'm asking, are these military people, city guard that were hired yesterday, or
I mean, a
guys
couple of big burly blokes with clubs.
so they're definitely not city guard, and they're definitely not a military experience. However, both of them have battle scars.
Okay, good. I feel better.
I got a question.
In
how
the sense
far-
in the sense of they've got battle scars, but not as many as someone who's been in the military.
Yeah,
Be that either they are overly skilled and cost a lot of money, because their weapons are quite ornate in style, like they're expensive weapons, so they've definitely got money, these guards. So think along the lines of like high-end mercenaries. So in terms of can you take them? Definitely not. Not alone.
That wasn't really my question. good.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the trouble that Veli is getting us into. See,
But
I
yeah.
thought we were right behind him, so I was reacting to that. So it's like, nope, okay, we're good. Come on, Veli,
So,
get us in trouble.
so yes. You asked, you offered your services for free. Brilliant.
I
We need.
offered Belly Nithrum's services for free. The rest of the party will have to go negotiate with them.
Well, you see, you're speaking on behalf of your group, therefore your word is to your group.
But,
You
I
put
have
them
Tap
to your
Veli on the
names.
shoulder and just be like, "This is why we leave it the negotiating to me in the future, shall we?"
Again,
Again,
Jaden,
grinning
you're
ear
the
to
one that
ear.
let me speak. You tried to pull my rank. I didn't want you to. Only if it was necessary. Because, I believe you don't have the bargaining chip. Me and my party may just leave. I'm here to
Fine.
help you. These people need to eat and sleep. I have a family that will support me. They do not have my family's wealth behind them. It is not fair of me to tell you that they will work for free. I hope you understand.
Very
This is
well.
business.
We can come to a price, but what services are you offering us?
Jaden, if you'd like to continue, my good mouthpiece.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I was trying to be quiet. Oh.
Sorry, what was that, Lewis?
You heard me. I'm not repeating it.
I
By
was
the
trying
way,
to be
are we
polite,
all
but
are we all together or are we
No.
separated? Because I'm
No,
not
I-
entirely sure.
So
well, the other two are still back at the bar.
everyone but Lewis and Nora are there.
Okay. Okay. Because I was just about to say, like, how far away am I positioned away from the elder and the lady servant?
Oh no, you're literally in front
Right
of
in
them,
front.
being as
We're
literally you're
standing-
getting an audience from them.
You know how in American
because
films people will talk to guys who are sitting on their front porch from the garden?
yeah.
That's what's
I was
going
just
on here.
about to ask.
Are we? Who's at the top of the stairs? Who's at the bottom of the stairs?
We're all at the
You're
bottom. The guy we're talking to is at the top, along with a woman doing the cash. The guards are between us and them.
Okay.
yeah.
So I am standing right there, and I am hearing what he said to Belly.
Yes, you're
Yep.
definitely hearing it. It's just you
Oh.
can't get up behind him.
Oh, I can stand behind Belly.
Oh, behind Belly, yeah, not behind.
Oh no. Mr. Mayor or whatever his name is. I'm not worried about him.
Okay.
You're just gonna lurk behind Veli.
I'm just gonna kind of stand there, and now he said that he's being more realistic. He's gonna work a deal.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of leaning on my spear. He's like, "What services can you provide?" It's like,
Which leads me to Veli was gonna dob me in.
yeah, go, Jay.
And I forgot what I was gonna say.
Right. Anyway, just to answer Thromir's question in the side chat. Can Thromir observe if there's any oddity of the mayor and servant? There is no oddity between them. They are people. The servant is a female elf. Young female, looks no older than 18 human years. So you're probably looking at like a decent age for an elf.
100, give or take.
100 give or take. So she's been doing this a while.
Elves reach maturity and then just stop aging normally.
Yeah.
So 700.
No, she's definitely younger. She's definitely a younger elf. Like,
So I'm almost like very young teenage. Okay.
and Thaddeus Barley is a human male.
Who looks as old as the elf probably is.
He's a human male, but he's got like the appearance of like an old timey farmer, with like the checkered like shirt and stuff.
Checks out.
Yeah. But yeah. Jaden, you was talking about like the services you can offer.
Yes, mouthpiece for Veli. Such a high honor. Yes,
At least he didn't call you his face.
We have a vast collection of skills, and in our party, and it would not surprise me to discover that one or two of them are skilled in carpentry. However, we understand you're having some issues with the windmill.
Ah, the
Maybe that's what you
mill.
think it would
Yes. Yes, the mill. It has stopped working once again. We normally send a couple of the locals up there, but if you outsiders wish to go and do the job for us, we can accept that as a job that would help us out a lot. Yes. The last group that went up there, they went up at night for some bizarre reason. Only one of them returned. It was a shame, honestly. They were well compensated though, and they since left the town, quite hastily actually, without actually ever claiming their stuff from the inn. I wonder if Elandra still has their stuff behind the bar. Anyway, yes, it would be amazing if you can get that working again for us.
I'm sure we can give it a
question.
kick or two and get things tumbling once more.
Question. You said there's like one person that returned from
Yes.
that party?
Yes.
So and that person left promptly without taking any stuff.
Indeed, yes. They just ran.
Did you see them depart the town?
I did not. I personally did not know. But there was definitely who was it? Jeb definitely saw them run towards the mountains.
I think we should have a brief word with this Jeb.
Well, if you wish to find Jeb, you can find him out by the mine. He lives out there most of the time.
Haunted mines.
Haunted? No. That's just a.
They mentioned it earlier. They went into more depth on it a minute ago.
You wasn't there for that though.
I think
There when they were mentioned.
No, like when we first got in, they mentioned the haunted mine briefly in passing. We didn't double down. on it.
They did mention about the haunted mines really briefly. It was like a very like one bit there.
I'm glad didn't just write this down in a fever dream earlier.
Mm-hmm.
No, I heard it too. I was just like,
thank God.
Let things naturally play out.
Anyway, so haunted mine sounds interesting.
Yes. So, yeah, but yes, the mines, they're not haunted. They just had a collapse. People are blaming ghosts and all sorts of hauntings on it, but honestly, it was just a structural issue. Jeb's even been through and checked and found nothing out of the ordinary.
When is the last time you've seen Jeb? Just out of curiosity.
Jeb, J-E-B.
Jeb, sorry.
Jeb was over here not too long ago. He went back out to the mines this morning. He normally spends about 3 days out there and then comes back for some more supplies and goes out the next day.
Have you hired him to guard the mines, or is this something he's undertaken on his own?
He's an old mining veteran. He likes to think of him guarding the bodies of the tomb, guarding the tombs of the entombed. Yes, that's the word. He likes to guard them as he thinks it's his duty. Most of the people here, the families, they provide him with food and supplies to get by. And the town, we always welcome him back when he returns. But we ask nothing of him. He just
almost sounds he's standing vigil.
That's one way of putting it. Yes.
Has he talked much with anyone since like he returned from with the group from the windmill and this morning?
He didn't return with the group from the windmill. He saw them run into the mountains.
Oh, right. Sorry. And there's one only, and out of that group that ran to the mountain, there's only one person. Correct?
Yes, there's only one person.
Okay.
I fear for their safety, but there's nothing more we can do. Jeb did try and follow them, but unfortunately he lost track.
Was this a month ago?
About a month, yes.
And
In
does
reference,
the windmill stop? Has it been jammed like on a regular basis, like every certain amount of months each time, kind of thing? Is there like some sort of regularity to the occurrence of the jamming?
No regularity. It just happens here and there. But strangely, it always happens when there's new people coming to town. Like, it's suspicious, but
sometimes it's just coincidence, correct? Yes,
I mean,
it could just be coincidence.
once is a coincidence, twice is unusual, but it could happen. But you're the 6th time this has happened this year, where new people have come to town and the windmill has stopped. I don't know.
the windmill stopped.
It stopped. It stopped yesterday.
Serendipity.
It stopped yesterday. Yesterday you were about half a day's travel from the town, heading in that direction.
Okay. You said something about nest.
No. Shh.
He,
No.
Do you say that? Do you say that
he-
aloud, or do you just kind of elbow the dragon
No.
lord in his knee
Did
as
I-
a dwarf?
That was also because I retroactively in the chat I
mayor.
mentioned like
No, it
don't
wasn't.
mention about anything we saw.
It wasn't retroactively. You said that as we were walking over.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the mayor said nest.
The mayor did not say nest.
No, Mayor
Oh.
did not say nest.
Okay, disregard. I thought the mayor said nest.
No, the mayor doesn't know anything about what's going on in the windmill.
Okay.
But if you're willing to like look into the windmill for us, I can pay you a salary. It's not going to be much because unfortunately, trade with Lysandria has been a little bit on the dry side recently, given the mill shortfalls. But I can offer you 100 gold to clear it out.
That sounds quite satisfactory.
Satisfactory. Oh, brilliant. Now, if you wouldn't mind, there are people behind you who I need to deal with. If you wouldn't mind moving on for me. If you wish to get entry to the mill, please speak to one of my guards tomorrow morning. They will have a key for you.
Very well. Pleasure doing business.
Grin and nod.
I will talk to my family about potentially starting up trade routes to here from home.
Oh, that would be amazing. More money for the people is always a good thing. Now,
What we do.
he ignores you saying that. He's like, name. He just looks. He lifts his head and like kind of looks around you, to the group behind you.
Oh, it's step out of the way. As soon as you realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to move this along.
Oh, I'm already slinking off. Like I'm halfway back to the windmill by this point.
Cool. So, you guys go back to the inn, and meet up with Nora and Lewis, and that there, mine and lovely players, is where we're going to end today. With you walking back into the inn.
I also think oh god.
So, thank you for playing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I need to now go and deal with the fact that someone just threw bits at me 5 minutes ago. Aaron.
I brought the dog.
Hey.
Aaron, you're
Yeah,
a
I
legend.
saw
Thank
that.
you. Thank you, Aaron. That's incredible. 1040 bits, dude. Thank you.
Wow.
We will be back live again in 2 weeks. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, we will be doing this, continuing this story on. These guys have been absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this party composition. They are the weaker rangers because there is 3 rangers, if you haven't already guessed. They don't actually have a party name. I'm just assigning that as their name for now. Because it's funny to me. When they eventually come up with a party... Powerless Rangers, or I kind of like that more now. Damn it! Right, make a note of it. And that. My lovely players, if you can hang around for 5 minutes while I raid into people, and close up stream, I would appreciate it because I want to chat with you guys afterwards and just run through how things have gone. So I'm gonna go do my outro. And we will go find someone to raid. If you guys have anyone in your stuff that you wish... Actually, yeah. Do any of you guys have socials that you wish to plug?
Like,
as in Twitch channels, YouTubes and stuff like that?
I don't have a personal one, but I do video editing for one. I don't know if that necessarily...
Go for it. Go for it.
Alright, let me actually find his channel real quick.
I know Jackless you stream.
Yeah, I stream every Tuesday. Currently, I play a little bit of Pokemon Nuzlocke. So, yeah.
And that is...
I'm also thinking about doing an unboxing the next coming Tuesday.
And that is twitch.tv /
Jackless Gamer.
Jackless Gamer. Okay.
Yep.
Fluffy, who do you edit for?
Yep. Yeah. I found him. So the person that I do video editing for is the Dashco over there on YouTube. That is spelled THE space DASHACO. He actually just wrapped up Doom Eternal, and we'll be starting up another thing. I'm possibly going to be assisting him with one of his series because he does like to bounce things off people. But he does also have a Twitch over at twitch.tv/Dashco1. That's spelled DA.
Same with a 1 at the end.
ACO, and then literally just the number 1.
Awesome. Anyone else have anything they wish to plug?
I don't stream anymore. However, my wife does stream quite frequently over on twitch.tv/DaftDragoness. Not draft, but daft, DAFT, as many people get that wrong.
How silly.
And I occasionally join her on there.
Awesome. And yeah, these guys, we're back in 2 weeks for more D&D. Guys, you may now say bye, and I'm going to go deafen myself and do my outro.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. Hope to see you guys in 2 weeks.
And I will catch you in a little bit.
See everyone in 2 weeks.
Right. So, who are we going to go raid? That's the question. Make sure I get to my ending scene. Let's go browse the D&D category. Also, music. Dungeons and Dragons, whereabouts are we in the category? That's the question. Wow, we're not too far down either. Wow. Let's see. Do you want to go to a... Let's go to someone I don't normally go and say hello to. We're going to go see Alex. So, when you get over there, please can you chuck my raid emotes in. You can unlock those for 300 channel points. And I will catch you over in Alex's channel. I will be next live at some point in the next week. I haven't made a decision as to when. Yeah, but we will figure it out. I've had a lot of stuff come on my plate recently. I normally try and go live every day, but that's not happening at the moment. But yeah, I will wish you all a amazing rest of your day or evening or whatever time it is for you. And yeah, take care.